Alrighty, so what's up, everybody? Three things that bald-headed men should never do. Let's get straight into it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button though. So first and foremost, getting straight to it. Number one, a bald-headed man should never intentionally, on purpose, hide his thinning hair, hide his bald head with a hat, particularly. Okay? Reason being is because you set yourself up for really odd situations in the future. The more you disguise your bald head, the more you disguise your thinning hair. Let's just say you're always wearing a hat to work. You're always wearing a hat to school. You're always wearing a hat to church. You're always wearing a hat around family and your friends or whoever. And they consistently always see you with a hat on. Now, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with that, because it's not. But if you're intentionally wearing a hat to hide your bald head, to hide your thinning hair, you just possibly set yourself up for some awkward situations in the future. Because once you take that hat off, if people have never seen you with your hat on, I mean, I mix mine up. If you guys can see, I got bald spots, I'm thinning. It is what it is. But people know me to have my hat off, most of the times. But then a lot of times I have my hat on, So either way, it's like people know me as having my hat off and having my hat on. You know what I'm saying? But when people just know you as having your hat on, and then you come into work one day, you come into school one day or whatever, you get around your family or whatever, and you come in, you finally built up the courage to take the hat off or whatever. Now it's like, whoa, who is this guy? And that may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing, but it's just, in my opinion, you just kind of set yourself up for some awkwardness there, because people are not used to seeing you without a hat on. So, number two thing of three things that bald-headed men should never do. Okay, so number two is when you shave your head, whether you're using trimmers or a razor blade or whatever. I use trimmers on my head. You can see through the rest of my videos. But anyway, if you end up with irritation, or you go to the barber and you get irritation, you get bumps, you get razor bumps and stuff like that, okay? Don't continue to shave your head or trim your head knowing that you have bumps on your scalp, scars, whatever, razor burn. Just let your scalp heal. I mean, I don't have those issues anymore. I'm very thankful to God for that. You guys can check out the rest of my videos on here where I go into more detail about that. But yeah, it got to a point where I learned the hard way. When you have that irritation, you have those bumps or whatever, first and foremost, you should probably stop. You should probably evaluate the razors that you're using, the trimmers that you're using. Maybe even ask your barber what's going on. Are all the materials clean? Are you cleaning your own materials? Can your skin handle the materials that you're using, whether it be razors or trimmers or whatever it is that you're using? Okay, so what I ended up doing was I would just let my scalp heal. I would go out just like this, obvious bald spots. Hey, it is what it is, Let my scalp heal, and I kid you not, when I did that and then I cut my hair using like a different method, just trial and error type stuff. No issues ever since. So that's number two on the list. If you've got irritation, you've got bumps, you've got razor burn, or whatever you've got going on as a result of shaving your head bald, don't just ignore it and continue to cut over the bumps and stuff like that. It can just get worse. You may want to consult a dermatologist at that point. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm just sharing my personal opinion. So that's number two. Okay, so number three things that every bald man should not do. Okay, so number three is just totally neglect to moisturize your scalp. Like, yeah, you've got thinning hair, yeah, you've got a bald head, and a lot of people may think, well, you don't need to moisturize your hair, you don't have any hair, or you're bald, whatever. But no, that's not the truth, because once you go to especially if you're using trimmers like I do, if I don't moisturize my scalp and I go to use trimmers, you're obviously going to have dry scalp. It's going to be really ashy and things like that. So I don't even put a lot of oil in my hair anymore. I used to put oil in there like on a daily basis, but now what I do, my shampoo and my conditioner, they naturally come with jojoba oil in them already. So for the most part, I just moisturize my scalp by washing it in the shower with the shampoo and with the conditioner, and I just leave it at that, So number one of three things bald-headed men should never do is don't intentionally disguise your balding or your bald head with a hat. Okay. Number two, if you got irritation from shaving, whatever method that is for you, and you know you got bumps there, don't continue to just shave over the bumps or trim over the bumps and stuff like that. Like, nah, don't do that. Just let your scalp heal. You might have to be out here for a while. You know what it is. Let your scalp heal for like 3-4 weeks. Let all those bumps and irritation and itchiness naturally go away. Okay, so that's number 2. And then number 3 is don't neglect to moisturize your scalp. So you may put jojoba oil on it, or you may put whatever oil it is that you prefer to put on your scalp just to keep it moisturized. So that's my take on that. 3 things bald-headed men should never do. Feel free to chime in. Let me know you guys' experience. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree with this video, and that's fine. But just let me know in the comments what you guys think. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for checking this out. I look forward to making more videos. Check out the rest of my videos on my channel here. Peace out. Have a good one.